Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show, and excited to have our first guest here. These two people are very athletic and very nice people, and we're happy to have them. They are involved with a show called Sanya's Glam and Gold, premiering July 25th, 10 p.m. Eastern on WETV. WeTV. And you're into track.
Yes.
Okay, you're a track gold medalist.
Yes, sir.
And Aaron, of course, I know you. I'm a Giant fan. So
Yes, sir.
you're back with the Giants. You were in Jacksonville for a year.
Yep.
And now you're back in civilization. Thank God. You're back where they have electricity. I rolled through Jacksonville once, man, doing stand-up, and it is like a shanty town. It's like there's tents up. I was in Afghanistan, too. I did stand-up for the troops. Afghanistan seemed like it had more, like, running water.
Ponte Vedra is not bad, right? Ponte Vedra is close to Jacksonville.
Yeah, Ponte Vedra is nice, and the area that we lived right on the St. Johns River. It was beautiful, and the people are great. We had a good time down there.
It was
We're happy to
good.
be back in New York, but Jacksonville was great, too.
Now, you two are you're strikingly good-looking couple.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Now,
it.
what is that like? I mean, what is that? See, my girlfriend's good-looking, but
Your fiance, you got to get used to saying that now.
I'm sorry.
I know it's only been a day,
Well,
but we, you know, she's gonna take issue with that.
But my girlfriend is also good-looking. No, my fiance is good-looking, which gives me a 50% chance of having a good-looking kid. You know, like I was totally worried about my kid being ugly and stuff.
You're not giving yourself enough credit,
And
Artie.
it's always
You're gonna have a
good to
great kid.
outkick your coverage.
No, you're right. You did. You're right. It's always good to know that, too, and respect that. But so, Sanya, so you grew up in Jamaica.
Yes.
When did you leave Jamaica?
We migrated when I was 12 years old, and we moved to South Florida. I went to middle school and high school there, and then I was fortunate to get a scholarship to the University of Texas, where I
Wow.
met my sexy honey.
Right, so you met in college.
Yes. Yeah.
So you guys are two stars of the track and football, and that must have been like you're like the golden couple there. At what age, like in Jamaica, you're growing up, did you come from a family who ran like as in competition? Or?
Well, my mom ran track all through high school, and my dad was actually a great soccer player. He played on the national team. But I started running so young that I wasn't influenced by them. I don't remember ever knowing that they were athletic or that they did sports. I started when I was 7.
Right.
And I was really good at it, and I just kept at it. And then I found out my parents were also, you know, great athletes as well. But, you know, I'm the first one to take it, of course, to the level that I was, you know, able to take it to.
This country, you know, we love our American kind of sports where, you know, like you get to touch a ball and throw. Like I'm not a soccer guy. Like I love you can use your hands, you catch it, you throw it, football, baseball, and everything. You almost have to get to your level to make the great money and to make a great living on a level of because even a sort of run-of-the-mill Major League Baseball player makes a few $1 million a year, but you got to be as good as you are to get to that level. Did you ever? Was there ever a moment where you like didn't want to do this, where you were like discouraged at all, or you were just that good, or you liked it that much?
Of course I had moments where I was discouraged. I was very fortunate to have success early and be able to parlay that for this long. But yeah, I've gone through terrible injuries, and I was diagnosed with a rare autoimmune disease in 2007.
Oh, that's fun.
just to make things more complicated.
You have a rare running town. You have a rare autoimmune disease. So that's great. Thanks for that one, Doc.
So yeah, I definitely went through times where I wasn't sure if I'd be able to make it through, but I have strong faith, and I believe everything happens for a reason. And I have a great family support and just a great team around me. So I was able to stick with it, and I want to go 4 more years, go to Rio, represent Team USA one more time.
Nice, do it. Yeah.
And then start a family.
Oh, good. See, you guys are planning it out. That's another thing I don't do. I never plan it. So, Aaron, now listen, man. So, I'm a Giant fan. So
am I. Huge Giant
I grew up in Union, New Jersey. He's from Montclair. North Jersey, a stone's throw from Giant Stadium. What are we going to do this year to make you guys have a home field advantage for the Super Bowl? How's it looking, man? I mean,
It's good.
Yeah.
I wasn't here last year, but hearing in the locker room last year was a tough year for the
It was odd.
team.
It was. It was odd. There seemed
Especially
to be
coming off the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Some weird injuries, too. It was just tough. We didn't have the full roster when we wanted it.
There was a weird vibe going on with again, being a non-athlete in the locker room, you don't know what's going on. On the surface, you read what the media writes, and you go, "This guy seems like he's a pain in the ass." But I don't know. What do you think? It's improved already as far as personnel is concerned?
I think so. I think the team is hungry now.
Right.
Like I said, the year last year was on this type of team the standards are high. So
Right.
an 8-8 season is not good.
Doesn't make it.
Coach Coughlin, He's on our butt right now.
Good. We want to win.
Yeah, he's getting after us, and I think all the players are hungry. And, of course, the Super Bowl is here in our backyard. So
right.
We definitely want to represent that.
Isn't it fun, though, when you leave and the team sucks? Say that.
Validation.
If I may say how the kids say, how you like me now, right? No, right? I mean, that's got to be great.
No,
it's awesome.
No, I think we both missed one another. It was good to come back here and see all the coaches basically tell me that they were happy.
They're happy you're back. Yeah, absolutely.
It was a great feeling. I'm more than happy to be back.
Did you ever consider any place else, or was it a no-brainer?
I got to come. No-brainer. Nice. It was a no-brainer. Nice.
That's good to hear.
No, it is. You know, Eli is a neighbor of mine. Eli, he lives in Hoboken, New Jersey,
okay.
and I live literally right across.
So you living nice.
Big timer.
I mean, listen, look at me. I'm 45 years old. I've been working I didn't get this body running 10 miles. I've been doing a lot of one-nighters on the road. No, I'm doing all right, you know. But you know, you got to talk to Eli for him. He needs a little bit of like some flash in him. This guy, he's got two. You know, Tom Brady. Tom Brady.
That's the most flavor he has.
Tom Brady's living with Gisele Bündchen. In a $60 million house in Beverly Hills. You know, she's a supermodel. He's running around magazine. Goes, Eli Manning is online with me at a pizzeria. He's got 2 Super Bowl rings. I'm like, what are you doing? Get out there. You know?
I think Eli, we need him to be calm, especially for the New York media. He's the perfect quarterback for New York. Right?
That's
even
true.
Keeled,
That's a good point, because these guys get in your face. You sit there like, and you should make them think you're like some dumb country guy, because they won't know what to do with you.
And I remember when he first got to the team, he was the same way he is now, just even keeled. But people said he doesn't want it. He's not emotional. He's not a good leader. Tiki Barber used to question his leadership. Strahan did as well. But now I don't think he's changed at all. It's just the perception of him winning helps.
Exactly. Yeah, winning
helps. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
now all of a sudden he's a calm, cool customer that doesn't get
he
rattled.
does. He's known as the guy who's got ice water in his veins when it comes to throwing a pass at the end.
But to be honest, he's not that vocal leader, but you can see him taking the guys after practice, going there, film study, and getting extra balls in. So he's that type of leader.
Right. He's hungry in a different way.
Leads by example.
In all your years on this earth and playing football, have you met a bigger jerk off than Tiki Barber?
I officially hadn't met Tiki, to be honest with you.
That was a good out.
I see him around. But
you came in right after.
Yeah.
Okay, good for you.
He ain't missing anything.
No, football players especially are. I used to be a big fan of the '70s Raiders because they were a special kind of crazy. Bolitnikoff and
Matuzak and all those knuckleheads.
And Cliff. There's a great shot of Cliff Branch. You talk about how times have changed. The great receiver for the Raiders in the '70s, and Ken Stabler, who was another nut. They're in training camp, and Stabler throws him a pass, and he misses him by 10 feet over his head. Cliff Branch takes off his helmet, sits on it, lights a cigarette.
That's hilarious.
It's the '70s Raiders.
I'm going to be here for a while.
Right. I mean, I like when guys are kind of special, kind of nuts, you know. And you have any guys on the team that you think are like a special kind of crazy that's fun to hang out with?
Oh man, I think all of us have that special type of button. You have to be in the NFL.
To be a football player,
you have to.
Right.
But let me see. Of course, Brandon Jacobs.
That's what I was thinking of.
He's going crazy.
Yeah, he had it.
He was insane.
Right now, I can't pinpoint anyone that's just haywire like that.
Right. Well, think about it. We got a break. When we come back, we'll talk more with the guys and find out what they got coming up, more about the TV show and stuff. And we'll talk after this. The Artie Lange Show.